POPC with the customer. They're getting a request from the customer and then fix the code there, and then so this is basically the way how the way how this development setting works for agile building. Okay, it is explained here. Okay. Okay, but then this diagram is basically concluding that the same thing. Now listen to this carefully. But if you follow the previous slide, it's actually the same thing here. Yeah, this one and this one. Okay, so I just go straight to this diagram. Okay, the one that used by Agile is called continuous integrations. So means that the code will be fixed and continuously integrated into the final slide. Aiman, can you mute your? Yeah, I muted. Yeah. Is it Aiman or someone else? Anyway.
Sorry, doctor.
Okay. Okay, again, so in agile environment, okay, I assume and perhaps you already understand how agile's setting work. Okay, in agile approach, okay, the one that they use is called as continuous integrations. So here means that they're going to fix the code and continuously integrated the fixed code to the final versions. Okay, look, listen. So so similar to what I explained just now. That just now was in general, but this one is specifically for agile. Okay, this is called continuous integration. Look, early in the morning they will check out, okay, the code and put that from the development server and put the code in their own computer, which is called as private workspace. So here they will build the system, they will make change. Okay, they will make change, and then we will test on their own private workspace. Okay, we'll test, and after everything is completed, they're going to send back to built-in server. So this part, okay, has been done. For example, they fix the thing and build fix and test, okay, in their own private workspace. After everything is working, confirm working, and they post back to build server. But here, okay, whatever changes done by the whatever changes that recently received is not yet considered as final version yet into final baseline, not yet. Yeah. Why? Because this is to avoid if let's say if let's say there are more than one programmers doing the same thing. Okay. Okay, if let's say more than one programmer doing the same thing, it will be problem later on. So that's why here, whenever after they check in back the code into build server, it's not considered in the as member in the baseline yet, and it's only considered into the baseline after tester team, okay, doing testing on the one more testing on whatever submitted just now, and finally considered as finalized into build server. So this is what happened in what you call in agile setting. Again, I repeat. Okay, at first they will check out the code into private workspace. So they do everything's there, and only only and only upload back to the build server after everything is passed here. But then it's not here. It's not considered as the finalized version, the one that considered in the baseline yet. Okay, the one is the submitted code will be considered into baseline versions only after the tester, okay, tester team take this code and do the testing and confirm everything is working, and then it's only after then it will be considered in the baseline and updated back into the version management system. So this is continuous integration. Now, come on, guys, please, can you please mute everyone? Mute your mic. Let me check who's this. Muhammad Haris, I guess. Okay. Sorry. I just lost focus just now. Okay. So, are you okay, guys? Back there?
Yes, doctor.
Okay.
Yes,
So this is continuous integrations. Okay, the one that used by Agile team. So while this is looks good, okay, looks good, but however, there are some what sound is that? Saltash. You know what? It's like having class on the bus station. Lots of
Yes.
sound and okay. Okay. While this one looks good in term of what you call speeding up. Okay, that's the speed of the development on the okay, because from the name is considered as continuous integration. But then there are some critics on it. Okay, look, as you mentioned here. Okay, this is the good things about this one. Okay, the advantage of continuous integration is that it allows problem caused by the interaction between different developers to be discovered. Yes, this method is good. Okay, is good to avoid problem in the case that there are more than one programmer. Okay, one programmer working on the same code. Imagine this part. Okay, if we have another programmer doing the same thing, because of the double checking here, double testing. Okay, there are two tests, one in the private space, and there another one is tested in here in the build server. So because of this is good because it's avoiding this problem. Yeah, when more than one program is working on the same source code, for example. But then, okay, the disadvantage of this one is somehow, as you can read here, somehow it's not good for large system. Yeah, large system because it seems we do lots of checking and somehow takes more time. Yeah, it may take long time to build and test, especially if integration with other application system is involved. Yes, even the same critics is also happen. Okay, regarding the suitability of agile. Okay, between which type of project. So in conclusion, agile it is said is more preferable for small and medium sized project. But for big size, it's still waterfall or stage development is even possible, even more what do you call it, even more proper. Okay, return back to this one. So this continuous integrations is good for small project, but for big project, for big system, okay, for big system, the best solution is this one, the one that we call as daily building. Okay, so what's the difference between this daily building and continuous integrations? The difference is, looks, in daily building, they set delivery time, specific time to deliver. So let's say if you do change, if let's say if you need to submit whatever changes for that particular day, it must be done on specific deadline. For example, in this case, for example, they suggested at in the afternoon. Yeah. So in the morning you check out the code, and then you do whatever at your private space. By 2 p.m., 2 in the afternoon, you will upload back to the server. Okay. So whatever. Okay. So whatever you you uploaded is then will be tested and then become finalized. Okay. So they make it in specific time. So this is good in controlling big team member. Yeah. So agile, as I said, it's good. It's good for small team member. Okay. Any question, class? Okay, next regarding remember one of the functions of the system build is the minimizing recompilations. Okay, I know when you do your own coding last time when you learn in programming 1, programming 2, you have no problem to recompile things. But then you only works, I think the most is what, 10 file or 100 file. Yeah, 100 less than, I mean small size, small number of file, okay, for one's compilations. But when we're talking about big system, big that require a lot of a component, doing recompilation is taking time, really. And for that reason, one of the technology required for this system building is to minimize recompilation. Okay, so means that unnecessary component will not be recompiled. It's going to be only recompiled. Okay, recompile only and only if there is changes happen to that particular file. So that's the principle. So how to identify which file is changed, which file is not changed? They're using this one. Okay, a unique signature. okay, to identify which one has been changed, which one is not, unique signature. Okay, look. Yeah, before that, remember when I said every time when we compile certain file, that file will be converted into something else. Let's say from Java file, it will be converted into class file, dot class, and from dot class file, combination of classes, for example, will be converted into object file, dot o. I know that you might never, some of you might never heard of this dot class and dot o file, yeah, because normally this is hidden from normal user. Okay, this file. So all of this file is actually has been attached, has been assigned with some metadata, some unique signature. Okay, so this signature is used for development tool to identify which file has been changed, which file is not. So later it will be decided. So this will be used to decide whether to recompile that particular file or not. Yeah. So look, so we have two types of signature. One is modification timestamp. Second one is source code checksum. So modification timestamp, from the name we know, is directly can be understood here. Every time when we change the file, okay, the timestamp or time when the changes executed is recorded. So later they will compare, okay, the times for that particular object and the time with the time recorded in the system. If there are different times, so means that the file has been changed. So it's going to be recompiled. Yeah. So it's modification timestamp. Second, by using what they call as source code checksum. Okay, source code checksum is a technology that they actually they actually sum up the what they call sum up the value of the character in the file. In other words, it's like this. In every single file that we create, for example, yeah, every content of the file, they put some value for every symbol used. For example, A, we the value as 1, B, 2, C, 3. So let's say in one words, A, B, C is actually, the value would be 1 plus 2 plus 3. So the total is how much? 6. Okay. So what happens? So let's say you change that ABC into ABD. D might consist of another value. So there are changes in the checksum. So checksum is actually the summations of this value in a particular file. Okay, it just used to track if there is changes happen into the content of the file. Okay, perhaps you understand that. Okay, so this is checksum. So the file identifications here is done. Okay, to check whether the file has been changed or not is checked in the form of, in the context of when the last time the file has been changed, and if the content has been changed, okay, according to the checksum, sums of the contents of the file, value of the contents. Yeah. So because each of the character in the file is assigned with specific value, and then they count up, okay, to have certain checksum value. Okay, so this one I think is very straightforward. There are discussion. The differences between this one is similar to what I said just now. You can read it here. Okay, so yeah, this is just to visualize what I said just now. Look here, for example, for your .java file, yeah, after certain compilation, this become .class file, and then the timestamp also change. Yeah. Yeah, there are certain format for this according to system. I'm not in the place to discuss this format. We're not going to up to that detail, but up to now, it's just enough for you to know that every time when we compile, it will be convert this into something else, and then this file also has changed. There are changes in terms of timestamp, and likewise this one, yeah, okay, the same file is compiled, and then the checksum is also, look, this one, if you notice, this and this is changed or different. Same file, because it's actually using, okay, using the same checksum as previously. So only after, so later during the next compilation, okay, it will compare the class, the checksum of this com class file with the current com.java file, the source code file. If the checksum is different than this one, so means that we need to recompile. Yeah, likewise this one. Look, this one whenever it's compiled, okay, it's having this timestamp which is the same. Okay, this and this is the same timestamp. So next time, let's say this Java file has been changed and become v1.1, for example, and of course, look, the timestamp also changed it. So the tool will compare between timestamp of this and this, and then and obviously notice there are difference here. So then recompile. So by doing this, they manage to save a lot of time when the system will only compile file that has been changed, but not the whole system. Yeah. Okay, time breaks. Yeah, coffee breaks. Okay, next is about change management. Okay, sorry, allow me to drink. But any questions so far regarding the system development setting environment just now? This one.
No, sir.
No.
Okay, good. Okay, next is about change management. As we discussed before, change is somehow happen. Yeah, it's not an option. We cannot say we develop the software today and expecting it's not going to be changed for 10 years. No, it's going to be changed even on the first day after the installation. Yeah. Okay, so change management is about to ensure that system evolution is managed process and that priority is given to the most urgent and cost-effective changes. This is actually to conclude what is change management is. To make sure everything is managed process, the change managed process, and to make sure priority is given to the most urgent and most cost-effective changes. Most urgent and cost-effective. So this most urgent and cost-effective later is expanded into some criteria for change management decisions. Okay. Or in other words, this one, okay, the change management process is concerned with analyzing the costs and benefits of proposed change, approving those changes that are worthwhile. Yeah, it's actually the same thing, just some more explanation here. But the most important thing is this one. Look, the most urgent and the most cost effective. Okay, look. Okay, so this is the cycles of change management. Yeah, it started when customers submit change requests. Okay. Okay, submit change request. Submit change request would be as simple as make a call to customer service. Okay, change request, and then this change request, okay, is recorded by customer support. So customer support will check whether that change request is that valid or invalid. Okay, invalid, again, how to decide this invalid and valid? Return back to this one. Yeah, the most urgent and cost effective. Okay, but simple rule here, another simple rule here, so the customer support will check whether that one is that the one that related to the system or related to the contract or not. If okay, if it is related, then it's considered valid. If it's not related, then it's invalid. Or maybe that one is just what they call temporary symptom that later on can be settled back with the customer. So in that case, we consider it, the one is considered solved or invalid and close that change request. Now, for the valid change request, is then passed to the development team. So development team will do all the stages, the one that we discussed before. Yeah, we do the analysis. It's similar to the normal development, and then before do the executing the final changes, they will do what we call as cost impact analysis. Again, this part is then back to this, the most urgent and cost effective changes. Okay, later I'll show you this is how the detailed criteria on this. Okay, for this cost impact analysis is passed to another team. It's called CCB team. It's a change control board. Yeah, some company they so it depends on the company. We might use different terms, okay, to for this one, but generally it's called as CCB team. So this team will assess the change request and will select will select the change request according to priority. So which one that they want to fix first, which one they want to fix later, and which one they might want to cancel. So the selections and the cancellations is depends on certain criteria that will be discussed later. So in the case that the the change request is selected, so it will be returned back to development team to execute the change and finally fix and close that request and waiting for another round. So that's basically okay. So throughout the process, they use this form, change request form, and then for every stages, so the form will be submitted here, okay, recorded here, and the same form will be passed, okay, from customer support to development team to CCB team. So 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 for every round, okay, so for every round, this form will be updated accordingly. So for example, this is the example of the form. So can you see? It's containing details of the project, the number, the dates or requested change, the status applicant, rejected, accepted, and so on. And then looks the analyzer. Okay, and so in short, it will recording details of the request and how it's entertained at every stages. And then look, it's passed to the next stage, which is CCB, and finally this the CCB will decide something, and then everything is recorded here. Yeah. Okay. So this is regarding the factors that I said just now on how to decide whether we're going to entertain that request or not. Okay. Okay. It's listed here. Yeah. Sorry. Okay. Again, I'm not going to repeat the lecture, but here you can. I might only conclude this. Yeah. So factors used in deciding those change requests is this one. We have the consequence of not making the change, the benefit of the change, the number of users affected by the change, and you can read the rest. So the consequence of making the change is something like, okay, when assessing a change request, okay, we have to consider what will happen if the change is not implemented. If that is mean by the consequence of not making the change. If we don't do anything, if that going to affect the whole system, or is that going to only have little bit, not really catastrophic effect? Okay, one. Second, the benefit of the change. Okay, if we do the change, okay, how many users will benefit on that change? Is that only that one particular user or the whole team? If the whole team will receive the benefit of the change, will be higher priority. If only one person, for example, might lower priority. So we might delay that changes. Second, the number of users affected by the change. This one is actually similar, but this one, if this one is more on the benefit, this one more on the side effect, on the bad impact. If the bad impact going to only involve a small team or small number of users, or only maybe single users, comparing with affecting the whole user, for example. So the bigger number of users affected might have higher priority. Yeah, and then this one, the cost of making the change. If that one is my involving, so the cost here is not only financial cost, but as well as how many components related to execute particular change. It might involve a loss of component, for example, a loss of program component, which might later on might introducing new errors. So that kind of changes having low priority. Okay, and as well as that the financial cost. Yeah, that one is understood. Higher cost will be low priority. Okay, but the cost alone is not but all of this is not going to be measured alone. It has to be measured together as one package. So that's why they discuss this in a board, CCB, change control board, not by a single person. And the last one is regarding the product release cycle. So every change request supposed to be compared, referred to the planning of release. Some of the requests is actually has been already is already planned in the next release. So for that reason, the request will be postponed. Yeah, because it is anyhow it's already included in the next release. Okay, so there are some some of the conclusion on the factors on how they decide. Okay, they decide what to do for specific change requests. And for any changes, okay, again, this is also going to be recorded, okay, uh, recorded in version history. So anyhow, this is normally this will be automatically recorded in the okay in the forms that we have, and as well as in the version management system. Okay, and these are some short discussion on approaches, okay, done by agile team member. Okay, so in agile team member, as we discussed before, changes is happen straight away because customer is working together with the developer. Okay, so means that the customer will straight away complain whatever he or she doesn't satisfy or having problem with the system, and then the programmer will there and then fix the thing. So the decision, okay, to decide on the change is relies on the programmer, not on the CCB. This one is a bit different. But to minimize or to increase the maintainability later on, refactoring is a must. Okay, perhaps you still remember what is refactoring here is it? Yeah, I think I already discussed it before. What is refactoring? Is it? Do I need to explain what is refactoring, class? Do you still remember what is refactoring? Yes, no? Hello?
Sir, can you repeat your question?
Mhm. So perhaps you still remember what is refactoring, is it?
Yeah.
Okay then. Yeah. I don't need to re-explain again. So again, in agile development, in agile team, they might have slightly different than this. Yeah, the one that I said just now, this one, yeah, this cycle. Because in agile, customer are working closely with team member. Yeah, with team member. So customer will straight away complain or do change request, and programmers will decide, okay, to do that change or not. But together with that fixing, the programmer will do code refactoring. Yeah, just to improve the code. Okay, so your exam will be tomorrow, is it? Not tomorrow. On the following days, on Wednesday.
Yes.
On Wednesday.
Yeah. Suddenly you guys are still awake, is it, when I say about exam? Yeah. Just now you guys were so quiet. Okay, so exam is, if I'm not mistaken, is cover up to just now up to change management. Yeah. But just in case, just okay, just in case if there are questions about release management, so I think, yeah, I think it's nothing wrong if you just proceed, okay, to your preparation with this as well. Okay, so just now was about change management. So next is about release management. So what is release management? Release management is a kind of planning. Okay, when after the changes has been executed, has been done, we need to properly plan to release, to install them to our client. So we have two type of a product. First, for mass market software. Mass market software such as the one that you buy that you buy on the shelf, for example, Microsoft Office. So any changes, okay, so for this type of software, we have two type of changes. Okay, we have two type of releases. The major releases that will change versions, or minor releases. So normally minor releases will be released in terms of patch. So we simply update the software and then we get patch. So this one is for mass market software. But lots of software, even more expensive software, the one that we call as custom software. Custom software, for example, UPM might request another company, okay, to develop software for us. SMP, for example, is a custom software. It's actually custom made for us for UPM. Okay, so for this type of software, okay, changes, okay, might be released, okay, according to specific customer, because because imagine we as the developer company, okay, we have for example, my company is producing accounting software, and of course we have similar software, I mean general term software, which is called accounting. But among our customer A and customer B might have different component and different updates, okay, different changes happen. So we must track, okay, of these differences among customer. Okay, so this is the tricky part. Yeah, because for example, some of the individual customer may be running several different releases according to their what you call, to their side, according to their requirement. Yeah. So the keyword here, we need to track the release. Okay. So to do this, to proper release our system, our change, first we need to plan. Second, we need to track. Okay. So, but before that, we need to know what are the component, okay, necessary for every release. It's not only the file, but as well as all of these things. Yeah, the component related for each of the release. Yes, the one that we install to customer maybe only the file. Yeah, but actually on our side, we need more than only the source code. Yeah, it might involving configuration file defining how the release should be configured for particular installations. Some of the release, for example, might involving server component. Some of the file might only involving client component. So there are configuration file that explaining how that particular change will be installed. That one. And of course, data file and installation programs and all related documentation. Yeah, that one. That some of the component you can read here. And there are also factors, okay, to plan for the release. Okay, you can read here. So we have such as competition factors, marketing requirement, platform change, technical quality of the system. Competition factors, for example, we must aware on the competing products. If the competing product released before us, what happened before us, and then we don't release our system and makes our client or users waiting for a long time. What happened to our customer? They might move to competing our competitors product. Okay. Second, regarding marketing requirement. Okay, some of the release actually has been is might related to marketing commitment. Marketing commitment is something that has been defined previously, has been agreed. Okay, a kind of agreement on a certain phase of this phase we must release this and this. The one that has been fixed before. So this is also one factors we need to consider. Second, another factors. This one I think is normal for any changes. If let's say there are changes in terms of platform, obviously we need to quickly release a new version so then to make sure that our system is keep working. Yeah. And then this one, technical quality of the system. Yes, if we delay the release, for example, it might make the system is not working well, so we need to quickly release them. So these are some of the factors, okay, influencing our system release. Okay, next, okay, it's about preparations. Yeah, in the slide that I uploaded, it's only mentioned as release creation, but in other words, it's actually preparations. Look, system release it doesn't mean it's only we only install the new changes, the new source code, the new executable file to our clients, to our customers side. No, it's beyond than that. Okay, of course, and these are the preparation. Looks, first, the executable code of the program and all associated data file must be identified in the version control system. Remember this? Okay, remember we have baseline. What else? Yeah, we have code line, we have baseline. So baseline for every versions that we produce must has a detailed description on the baseline. So baseline means we list up all the related component. Yeah, because remember we have two type of users just now: mass production software and custom software. For custom software, this is actually very important. Even for mass production software, I gave you example last time. Is it let's say you're having problem with your Windows. You call Windows customer service. First thing they might ask you, they might need to identify is your versions. They might ask you for some special number, unique number, because that unique number basically bring them to the baseline. So they know which component related for that particular error, and then they might fix them. Okay, so that's why we need this. Yeah, all so we need to have details on the baseline this description. Okay, and then configuration description may have to be written for different hardware and operating system. We must also record configuration description, as I said previously. And then update instructions may have to be written for customer who need to configure their own system. Yeah, this also happen when sometimes we might simply ask the what you call IT teams in our customer office to update for us. Yeah, we just send the latest file, so we just give them manual. And then next, we also need script for the installation programs. And the rest I think is very straightforward. Web page have to be created describing the release and so on, so on. Okay, so yeah, so this is the some of the preparation. And next, regarding tracking. Okay, look, while you can read the rest of the file, I just purposely highlighted here. So when a system release is produced, it must be documented to ensure that it can be recreated exactly in the future. Yeah, documented, not only the baseline. Okay, means all the component of the particular version of the system, but as well as all the operating system version. What else? All the because later on in future we might need to recreate the same file. So without this document, it's impossible. Yeah, we even in some of the cases, okay, in some situations, especially when we deal with the real-time system, we might need to have to keep some old machine, old server, for example, for old environment. Okay, as long as the system that we install is using that particular machine, we also need to have that machine on our own CAD. Okay, the reason why sometimes we need to recreate exactly the same version. Okay, so this is what is important in release tracking. Again, everything must be documented, all the component, all the target, all the what do you call all the system setting, all the configurations. Yeah, and we might also need to back up all of this component, all of this what do you call all of this file, or the code file. Yeah, we know that the system will be changed later on, but this particular version, for every version that you created, you need to store one backup. Okay, so this is release tracking. Yeah, this is what I said just now. To document release, you have to record the specific version of the source code. You must keep copies of the source code file. You should also record the versions of the operating system, libraries, compiler, and so on. So tedious, is it? Okay, this is the software maintenance job. It's not as simple as we do the change and install to our client. No, we need to keep track everything. We need to back up everything. Yeah, and in relation with the release planning, yeah, as mentioned here, as well as the technical work involved in creating a release distributions. Okay, we must do this as well. Enough advertisement, and somehow the release planning somehow must comply with marketing strategy. We cannot simply release as we want. So we must consult with marketing team. Now regarding release timing here, yeah, there are some short discussion here. If releases are too frequent, okay, or require hardware upgrades, and in the case, for example, the customer need to pay for that release, some customer may simply ignore that release. They don't want it. Yeah. But if system release are too infrequent, we might lose some market share. So this also, I think, has been discussed previously in this table just now. Which one? Yeah, this table. Yeah. Okay, but perhaps you also have ever crossed your cross this term software as services. Yeah, software as services is the one. It's a new innovative approach in software development. If you notice, since Windows 10, okay, since we have Windows 10, we are no more install software using installation file that we build from the shop, from installer CD installer. Yeah, but now we might simply connect to what Microsoft Store or something, and then install it, and update everything is done using that server. Okay, that one is considered as is called as software as services. So that's why if you still remember, I think last several years, suddenly Microsoft becomes so gracious, giving us free upgrade. Well, normally before we need to pay. Suddenly they give us free upgrade on Windows 10. The reason why, because of this thing. Yeah. Okay, they move into new platform software as services. Why? Because software as services simplifies both release management and installation. It's a kind of win-win situations. Yeah, it simplify this process, and as well as it's easier for them to control for software piracy. Yeah, so now it's hard for us to buy what you call pirated versions, because every time we need to get connected to the server for next update and so on. Yes, there are some way, okay, and now piracy is still there, but it's not that as easy as before. Even let's say you install pirated versions, but that pirated version only works for short times, okay, until the next update. Somehow, whenever you connected back to the Microsoft server, for example, it will be banned later on. And the rest is is key point conclusion on this chapter that I believe that you can read this very straightforward, concluding this chapter. Okay, class, any questions? Okay, don't forget to attend your exam, and don't be late. Okay, it will be done according to the schedule time. Yeah, Wednesday is it? And the paper
Hi,
is,
Doctor.
sorry,
Could you repeat the what chapters will be on the test?
up to change management.
Up to what, sir?
Change management.
Okay.
Up to change management. But as I said just now, yeah.
So change management 1 to 5, all of them is gonna be.
Yes, up to change management. Yeah.
Okay.
But just in case, and now the exam will be open book. Yeah. Would be good news for you, is it? Just in case, but I think it's not including this release management, but just in case everyone know, you just read it. Yeah, you just prepare. But anyhow, yeah, it will be up to change management, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, because you guys this exam is done concurrently with the other groups. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, so good luck for your exam. Do you have any other questions? Yeah. So good luck for your exam. Don't forget to record your attendance for today, and even for your exam.
Excuse
Okay.
me, doctor.
Yes.
How the test will be in Bootstrap or handwriting or what?
Sorry, once again.
How the test is going to be in Bootstrap or handwriting?
Yeah, in Putra Blast, I will use quiz. Good question. I will use quiz features. So you just type in the answers there.
Something similar to the quizzes you've been giving?
Yes. Yeah.
All the chapter, doctor, right?
Yeah.
There is
Okay.
no tips.
No tips. Yeah, it's for chapter 1 to chapter. That's the only tips. Come on, you are at home. It's open book. I think tips is not. It's not.
I mean, something we can focus.
It's not a proper question here.
Doctor, but in your tests we cannot use the slides are useless.
Sorry.
Open book, but the slides are useless.
Have you been in my class last semester? No.
No.
Yeah, that's the price anyway. That's why even though this is open book, you still need to prepare. Because most of the question is required is no more direct question, define this, define that. No. For that definition questions, it's require your understanding. Yes. It's require your understanding on the topic. Definition question or straight direct question like this is not working here for this one. Obviously, you guys can simply copy and paste in the. We don't want that one. Yeah. And perhaps I also aware that this is according to my experience before with the previous subject. When you guys having exam at home, I also aware that some of you might have backdoor discussion that I don't know. Okay, but just make sure that none of you having same answer or similar answer. Yeah, because we know your clique. This is normal. For example, if one of your clique has wrong answer, the rest of the clique, clique, the rest of the group will have exactly wrong answer. So in that situation, if this thing is identified, you will get what? Yeah, special marks, 00.
Bonus mark.
Bonus mark, yeah. Yeah. So just try your best. Okay. You see, try your best to give your answer, but I don't think I don't think it is enough time for you to check book during that time. Unless if you already understand the chapter, so checking slide and checking book just to confirm, that one is different. But if you think that it's only during the exam that you're trying to understand the things, no, you will have not enough time. Yeah, because the exam, if I'm not mistaken, is only 45 minutes. Okay. Okay, class. Is there any other questions? Rather than tips, don't ask me tip.
No, sir.
Okay. Okay, thank you, Najma. Thank you, everyone. So until I meet you again during the exam in exam hall. Yeah, exam hall from your home. So see you then and take care. Bye for now.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Okay,
Doctor.
doctor.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Okay.
doctor.
Okay, see you then. Bye.